This poem smells a lot like secondhand guilt from a firsthand smoker. It is stray dog happy running through oncoming traffic. It is just to smile and pity it. It is butchered imagery served raw, a lot to digest. I will call this new shit. This poem sounds like the language deaf's thinking, hard to hear. It is puppy mill disgusting. It is judging people more on their beliefs of the afterlife and less on their basic human decency. This poem is degrading your God to the form of man. Feels like writer's block when writing a suicide letter, like someone calling it a blessing when you worked your ass off on it. I will call it speechless. This poem is bare skin touched by bared arms, like racism continuously being excused for ignorance. It is lower middle class voting Republican stupid. This poem sounds like all the cell phones ringing in the rubble of the Twin Towers. It is the NSA before 9/11 useless. It is the human race fighting one another with galaxies upon galaxies right there. Let's take pride, we will call it a civil war. This poem is an existential crisis on acid, like wearing white pants on your period terrifying. It is left arm amputee, no sign of a war hero, just a product of shooting up too much heroin. This poem is a requiem, we will call it a dream. This poem is a 6-year-old shoveling to China, like digging for knowledge. It has spent lives fighting for rights just to fight one another, and it tastes bitter like the CIA and cocaine. This poem sounds like there are more African Americans in prison today than have ever been in slavery, and it looks like activism in the form of Facebook. We will call it profiling. This poem is preoccupation seeking occupation. There will be no revolution. This poem is monkeys with egos. We will call it the human race. We will call it. Thank you.